I want to tell you one last story about our trip to rural Africa, because it makes me think of the kind of presence that is the embodiment of comfort. Before we conclude this series together, we were staying in a motel, not a hotel. I'm using exactly the word I mean to, which is a motel in a town in Angola. And really, it was wonderful because it was very, very clean. It was a spotless room, but it was just the very basics. And the kind of thing that you'd be in the middle of trying to get ready, and there would just be a blackout all over town. And you had no idea how long it was going to last, and you just had to wait it out. It just, the kind of things you deal with, and you would sit there and pout and whine about it, but it just is reality. We were not at the Hilton. Anybody get what I'm talking about? No, this was not the Hilton. And so one of the things I found very challenging was that our room, we had a little room here was our bed, and then here was the door to the bathroom, and then there was, of course, the toilet, and there was the little bathtub right there, but it was a swinging door, and it would not shut all the way. And, you know, I've been married almost 30 years, but I am still modest. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you can go with me here, but I still would rather my husband think that all I go into the bathroom to do is put on my mascara and my lipstick. I mean, I've never been one much for bathroom talk. You're going, you could not tell that by us today. You know, I'm really not comfortable with all that. And the door, the way it was on its hinges, it opened like this. And so, and Keith, if he has something to talk to me about and the door's not locked, he's just going to kind of like come on in, and so I couldn't even concentrate. So I thought, there's got to be another way. And so I had spied a public restroom down on the first floor where the lobby was. That is what I'm going to do from now on. And I thought, I'm going to have to think of a myriad of excuses. And I thought, starting tonight. So I told Keith, and he knew it was true because we'd had a problem the morning before. I said, honey, I'm going to go down to the lobby and talk to them about our wake-up call, because they speak Portuguese there, and I had tried to call them the day before to get a wake-up call. Let me tell you, you've got to have one. It's not like you have your little phone that will work with your little alarm clock on it. Your cell phone, I mean, it's like you forgot that way back in New York City when you connected. So we're way outside of any of those kinds of things you can depend on. So you're dependent upon a wake-up call, and you're in a major time change. So you know if you ever go to sleep, you are not going to wake up. It's not like you've got a clock that's going to tell you what time it is to get up. And we were getting up at like 5:30 in the morning. I said, honey, I'm going to go down to the lobby so that I can act it out to him. I was going to do all this. I was going to do all my sign language. I was going to make it up as I went. Tell them, I need to wake up. And then I was going to hand them the numbers 5 and 30, and then I was going to try to do morning. So I said, I'm going to go down. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to say it to him face to face so we understand what we're doing. And he believed me. And I really was going to do it, but that's not why I was going down there right then. And so I went down to the lobby, and I had to go our room was quite far from where the lobby was, and we had to, walk outside like a motel would. We were up on a couple of floors up, and so I was walking back down, and there was this like spiral kind of staircase here. And I know when I say spiral staircase, you're thinking, mansion, please don't think that. Please don't think that. So it kind of wound around like this. And so I went down the stairs, and it was about 8:30 at night, and so I found where the little hall was that led down to the public restroom. And I'd gone in there, and finally I thought, oh, praise God, some privacy. And then all of a sudden, blackout. Of course, because the Lord thinks he's funny. And I don't know if he just does this when, I don't know if he's bored. I don't have any idea. He's never bored with himself. Maybe he gets bored with us, I don't know. But when he's in just this kind of mood, things like this will happen, and they usually happen to me. Some of you are like that too. So there I was, and I told you, I'm a scaredy cat. So I can just feel the fear overtaking me, just feel it just overwhelming me. And so I go through, and I'm walking against the wall, going, I don't know where the door is. I finally feel all the way around, finally bump into the sink, and so I start going for where I think the door is, feel all down, just flip the switch just in case that one light and that entire part of the nation will come on, and God would just say, one time here, I mean, this is no big deal to you. Let there be light, and there is. You can do this. I'm your servant here. Of course not. So then I walk out in the hall. It is just as black. I thought I was going to get some relief when I walk out, because in the lobby there's going to be just a little shred of light. Nothing. I cannot see one thing before me. I begin walking down the wall like this, and I finally get out into the open space where I can tell I am now in the lobby. I don't know what it is about darkness that makes people whisper. But at the desk, they started whispering, and it just totally freaked me out, because I thought, not only could I not understand what they were saying, they were whispering it. So I felt like something was about to happen to me. Now, I don't know what they would have wanted with me, but I just started having all manner of vain imagination. I was scared out of my wits. But then suddenly, I began to hear footsteps, and I mean heavy, where a man is coming toward you. And I'm telling you, I am shaking all over. I am shaking all over, and I can hear those footfalls one right after another. And so I started thinking to myself, okay, what do I say? I need to say something, because now there's got to be something to do. There's got to be something to do. And where I come from, if you don't know anything else to do, be polite. You have no idea what to say, just be polite. So in my most polite voice, I began to say, here I am. Here I am. I am right here. Here I am. I am standing right here. Now, I'm already knowing whoever's listening to me cannot understand one single word I'm saying. I'm beside myself. I'm so scared. And I could just feel it coming closer and closer. And this voice says, baby, it's me, and I'm coming for you. He said, you just stand there, and I'm going to come get you. I'm going to come get you. And so I'm going to tell you, I reached out my arms like this, and I just started going. I could not see anything in front of me. I just kept going, right here, honey. He goes, you just stand there. I'm coming to you, baby. I'm coming. I go, right here, baby. I'm right here. I'm right here. Here I am, right here. I didn't know what else to do. I just stood there and went, here I am. Here I am. I have never been so glad to get my hands on my man in my entire life. In my entire life. I had a chokehold on him. He had to walk me up the spiral stairs just like that. One hand. I've never, ever heard a voice so sweet as that one saying, baby, I'm right here. You just stand there, and I'm going to come get you. That is what the God of all comfort does. You don't have to go anywhere to find it. All you have to do is reach out your sweet little hands and go, I'm right here. Here I am. Come get me. Come get me. I'm right here, and it's so black outside, Lord. I cannot see my hand before me, but I'm asking you, come get me. Your God will never forsake you.